Hello and welcome back. This is Hurler USA, and I'm now starting to play as King Yevastafi II of Ruthenia. My father just recently died, so I'm now king. And it looks like the first thing I need to do is try to find myself a wife. Let me see. Who can I marry? I am 13 years old. It's my regent. He kind of likes me, which is good. He thinks I'm a foreigner. Prince Haso of the Holy Roman Empire. It's my regent. And there's some dangerous factions in the realm. Never good. It's like there's Prince Aurelia for... Take this opportunity to look at what we had here. We had King Savatapoke the Usurper, who ruled for 37 years and gained 35, 55 prestige. We had King Yevastafi I, who ruled for 8 years. King Vyacheslav the Just, and now me, who has ruled for 2 whole days. I'm going to continue my Iron Man Novgorod game that I started a while ago. I'm going to load this now. Waiting. Oh yes, that's right. My former king just recently died, so I'm now a 13-year-old King Yevstafi of Ruthenia. And since I'm underage, I have a regent, so hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy with all my stuff. I guess we shall find out. Oh boy, looks like there's a lot going on now that I'm back in the game. I can press a claim, but I think it's like way down in Italy. Yeah. I can create a title. I don't really think I need it because I think I own everything. Maybe I'll hold off on that until I need to press some de jure claims. Some people need guardians. My cousin. Another cousin. My rival. Interesting. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to... Since this is my rival... I guess having my sister do it maybe isn't too bad. She doesn't really have any intrigue skill that she'll pass to him. So there you see, there's me. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm gonna educate myself. That's kind of funny. King Yevastafi will be educated by Olaf, possibly. Courtier. No, why would I choose him? He's terrible. Alright, let's try to choose someone better. And I also apologize for the music disappearing. The other recording had music. This one does not. And I found that I had some music that went with this one. And I had some talking linked with it, but it was terrible. So I'm going to have to do the talking this way. Another after-action review, if you will. Alright, so now I'm looking around. I've decided I'm going to try to get married, I think. Apparently not. Looking at Prince Illyria here. Looks like I'm going to pause now. Look at the factions. Some of them are pretty strong. Check out this guy. See what he's up to. I could grant him independence, which would kind of get him out of my hair. Make him independent so he could no longer be in factions in my realm. So that's kind of tempting. But then he wouldn't be part of my realm anymore. I don't really want that. Checking him out now. And trying to figure out if there's anything I can do to like help myself out against these guys. Doesn't really look like there's too much. I can try to I was going to try to transfer some vassals. I don't even really know what this means. I think it means that I would actually give him vassals, so it's probably like the last thing that I want to do. Make him even stronger. I've never actually done it though, so kind of a mystery. I could give him some land, which would probably make him happy. Alright, now on pause the game. Checking out my gold. At least I have some in case there's trouble. I have very few troops in my demesne and from my personal vassals, so that's a little scary. Looks like I'm still scared about the factions. They frighten me quite a bit. Checking out this guy again. Looks like he's located there, which is very near where I'm located. So my neighbor is the guy that's kind of causing most of the ruckus. Checking out the where his realm is. So he's got this Volnia realm. He's the Grand Prince of Volnia. He's I guess relatively big, although no one in my realm is really all that large, so at least he's not like a big chunk of the realm. That's always good, I think. I'm thinking about granting him independence again. I don't really think that I should do this, because ultimately it would just make the whole realm weaker, and he probably wouldn't stand a chance on his own. He'd probably get gobbled up by one of my other big neighbors, making them even stronger than they are currently. So that wouldn't be good. Looks like looks like I can go into hiding, which I'm usually not in favor of either, because when you go into hiding, there's this little note and it says your character might develop like serious mental flaws or something. So knowing this game the way that I do not want to attempt any of that, because I'll probably turn into some like raving lunatic and no longer even have control of myself or something. Probably pretty weird. Looks like this guy here has become of legal age. He's a tough soldier. I'm going to marry him off as quick as I can. Looks like I won't get any alliances for marrying him off, but scroll. Looks like I'm scrolling around for a bit. For some reason, yeah, just pick her. There you go. Nice. Done. Alright, yep, dangerous factions, over 100%. Always worrisome, probably fire anytime now. Looks like to the heroic king, yes, Yevstafi, something or other, I don't know what it said. I wasn't smart enough to leave it up there long enough that when I went back to do my audio that I would actually have time to read it. So I guess if you're really interested, you could back up the video and press pause and read it yourself. I think that's probably your best option. Looks like I can found a new empire someday. I need to be an adult first, and I also need to have a lot more land. Someday, hopefully, maybe we'll be Russian emperor, but for now, we're just going to have to settle for king of Ruthenia, which is pretty good. Most of my games, I've never actually made it up to king level. I played one game as the Ruriks before, and I think I became a super duke, and then I accidentally updated the game, and I was no longer able to play it anymore. When I played the Game of Thrones mod, I was playing as House Umber. Again, I was pretty much a super duke. I controlled much of the north, but I never became Lord Paramount of the north. I probably should have pushed harder to do that, but I never really was able to. Looks like I'm checking out which of my vassals like me and which ones don't. Checking out the factions again. Definitely something that I need to keep an eye on. Looks like pretty much all the factions are trying to put someone else on the throne besides me, which is not good. Not sure why this guy has a claim. He's not even of the Rorik dynasty. So I'm trying to figure out where I should have paid more attention, but he has a claim for some reason. At length, my kinsman Pavel lectured me on the necessity of white lies, so I guess I'm becoming a liar. I guess might not be the worst thing. Maybe I can trick these factions into liking me. That would be good, right? Looks like there I am. Checking out my titles. Got 3 out of the 8 in my demesnes, so that's actually looking up for quite some time. I think I only had 1 in my demesnes. Looks like faction has fired to become, we are now an elective monarchy. And that's actually a good thing, because I actually had Gavelkind, I think, before this time, so that's pretty terrible. So I can nominate someone now to run the kingdom. And I guess the other advantage is this might actually like some people in the kingdom like me more, and some people like me less. Probably whoever I nominate will probably like me more. It's like I can nominate quite a few people. Right now that guy's my heir. I believe he's my uncle. Looks like I'm going to nominate him again. So I nominate my uncle to be my heir. Maybe that'll help make people like me better. Not sure. I guess we'll see, right? Looks like some other people have got some votes. Looks like the one guy that would like to take me out of power is got 1 vote. I think that other guy might be involved in faction too, but I don't recall for sure. Looks like my guy has 2. The one guy that doesn't like me and has a faction now also has 2 votes. And it looks like I've been called to war. This is a decision of war. King Yemelian of the Rus has declared war. Let's see what he declared war for. Oh, Peshela Saval War. Okay. So he's declared war for all of that? Huh. Alright. So what do I do? I guess I gotta fight him off somehow. Alright. Looks like this young guy here controls the land that's involved in the war. Looks like I can call allies, call a couple of high chiefs into the war. Looks like he's a maybe. Looks like he does like me enough. He'd probably show up, so that's good. High Chief Kozuzma of Polisk. No, wait, maybe he would not. And no, these guys both actually like the King of the Rus better than me. So that's pretty terrible. Looks like I am going to raise my men, all my men. I can't do that because I'm feudal, unfortunately, so it's kind of disappointing. I need to get everyone upgraded to feudal so that I can get all my men. I don't know when that'll happen, though. I'm going to send all my men to kind of run this way. Get as far into the realm as we can. And, yeah, I'm going to press a weak claim during this time, too. Yep, good plan. Looks like I've still got some dangerous factions. I've got one guy who wants independence, a bunch of guys who would like to put someone else on the throne. So this is a very dangerous time in the realm. Got the King of the Rus attacking. We've got a lot of factions that would like to fire. And I'm just a child, so always a little risky to be a child in this game. People don't like children as rulers. Guess it makes them uncomfortable. It looks like the King of the Rus was able to call one of those guys into the war, so that's just great. Um, so now he's been able to call an ally, and I have not. So I'm going to try to get all my men to go here, I guess. I've decided that's a better place. Try to get these guys to somehow come down, join the rest of my men, and we shall see. Alright, so rejoining the war now, looking it over. I shouldn't say rejoining the war has always been going on. Looks like he was able to call in one of the high chiefs, like I think I already said. Looks like he has a whole ton of claims, so he's pressing his own claim on this place. So he would like to become more powerful, I guess. He's got like 4,000 men formed up, plus another 2,000, so he's got like 6,000 men, and it looks like I might only have like 2,000 men. I am like big trouble. I have no idea what happened in this war, because I recorded this a while ago, but it does not look good. Okay, looks like I have 3,000 men, but that is pretty much it. Alright, well, I guess I got 3,500 men. Okay, 3,800 men. I gotta somehow get all those guys down here, but I am extremely outnumbered. I mean, he's like 2 to 1 against me. Looks like he's now gonna start sieging some of my land. Looks like good. Gold helps, thank you. He was able to collect some gold. Let's see if this guy wants to join in. Looks like he does not. I don't know why I don't send it anyways. I think it would be worth sending just in case. Maybe he does want to join for some odd reason. Looks like I'm going to pause now. I'm looking at all his men, looking at my men. Looks like I'm going to send these guys home. I should not have done that in enemy territory because I just lost 150 men and I don't really have 150 men to spare. Looks like I can still go into hiding. There's still dangerous factions. So things are, going great. Looks like for some reason the King of the Rust decided to head to Liebeck and then Chernigov. I thought he was already in Slava, so I guess I should have been paying closer attention to his movements. Looks like I'm going to make this one big army. I've got a guy 16 in the middle, 15 on the left flank, and that other guy, I think it was a 9, which isn't terrible, but it really isn't that good. Alright, so they're now sieging, and now they're not sieging. Oh, awesome. Or wait, I'm not sure now. It looks like, I don't know what's going on. To the wretched King Yevastafi II, may your years be short and miserable. This is a formal declaration of war. Our army shall meet on the field of battle. Really? You're gonna attack too? That is just what I need. Just what I need. Just what I need for sure. Looks like he's after the county of Ingria. So that is great. So now it looks like I might be able to call some allies into that war, which might be helpful. Looks like he's willing to help me out. This guy, this High Chief Kozma, is willing to help me out there. So that's good. And then, yeah. So, alright, at least I've got a couple of allies now. Which, looks like those guys are just some peasants there. Looks like I gotta fight this SUO. Was it SUOMI? Yeah, I think it was. Looks like I've got a few more troops I can raise now, but things are definitely not looking good. Looks like the King of the Rust just keeps going back and forth over there for some reason. Not really sure what he's doing. Looks like it's the second Finnish conquest of Ingria. Looks like he's called in one of his high chiefs. This is terrible. Kind of like one of the worst things that could happen in a way. This is one of my demesne counties, so I kind of get strength from having Ingria. Not that it's a great county, but it's better than not having a county. Alright, so lots of wars going on now. Not really sure how I'm going to somehow get out of this. Oh, what does he keep doing? He keeps sieging and then he just keeps like running away. So I guess if I'm lucky, he'll like run out of money. And that would be ideal. He'll run out of money and then I'll somehow win the war, right? I like that. It's like Vladimir is now of legal age. He's become a brilliant strategist. And this guy does not like me for some reason. Oh, he's my rival. So, -83. If it wasn't for that whole rivalry thing, he'd actually kind of like me, I think. But unfortunately, he is my rival, so he hates me. Am I going to arrange a marriage for him? It looks like I'm thinking about it. I guess I decided not to, since he's my rival. Alright, so now, goody. So now all 7,000 of the King of the Rust's men are together. Except, no, they're not anymore. He's sending his smaller army down to Paris-Vale. And he's sending his bigger army north to do what? I'm not sure. Looks like this guy, High Chief Gleb, looks like he might be willing to join in my wars. So that's good. Got another ally. I didn't really pay attention. I don't know if I called him into both wars or just one. I think that I might have called him into both. I think because everyone hates this Finnish king, people are a lot more willing to join into my wars now. So that's good. Okay, that's the same area that I called him before. His father must have died, I guess. So, not really a lot more troops, but better than nothing. Looks like he is fighting in both wars, so that's good. Looks like he doesn't really like me that much anymore because I called him into the war, though. Looks like, yeah. Looks like his father died just recently. Looks like he's sending his 1,200 men down. Maybe they'll join with my men. Maybe not. Oh no. Looks like they might get caught. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I've discovered a plot where Countess blah 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 of Kiev is trying to fabricate a claim against the Grand Principality of Kiev, and she thinks that she doesn't have to listen to me, so that's great. I can try to imprison her, but that could be dangerous because it might invoke someone to revolt. So I'm just going to have to leave it alone, I think. So there comes the... oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, those the Finnish guys are up there sieging Ingria. And the King of the Rus is sieging whatever this place is over here to the right that I'm pointing at. And he's got these other men just kind of waiting around to attack me, so that's just great. Alright, guess I'm just kind of looking around, looking at the troops and wishing that I had some kind of plan. Wishing that I had a plan to do something. Looks like I'm thinking about hiring some mercenaries. I can't really afford any of these large ones. I can afford these smaller ones, I think just barely. I should say I can afford them, but the question is how long can I actually afford them, and will it be long enough to actually accomplish anything is the question. So it looks like I went with this slightly cheaper one, but they have a higher monthly cost, or I was thinking about it, never mind. I actually thought I clicked it, but I didn't. And the Finnish band might not have been a bad way to go. They look like they were relatively cheap. A monthly cost, which is probably the most important currently, because I don't think I have that much money. Looks like this seducer guy is coming after me. Looks like the King of the Rus is now up to 3% war score, so that's great. He's now winning. Of course he's winning. I have no way to fight him off. I don't even have a clue what I should do to try to win these wars. Yep, 5%. Oh wait, I am winning actually. Huh, that's funny. I guess because I still control everything and it's been a certain amount of time. Looks like I'm going to send my troops to Khorasan. Maybe I'll be able to draw him out or something. Maybe if he crosses that river and attacks me, maybe he'll lose a bunch of men. They'll drown or something. So that might work. Looks like we were defeated there. We were defeated up there. Oh boy. The Finns have a lot of men, and the King of the Rus has a lot of men. So things are looking great. Okay, I think my plan is that these guys would appear near where my capital is, of Khorasan. So if I'm gonna hire them, I might as well be there waiting so that I'm ready to immediately use the men that I get. I could hire the Bulgarian band. I could hire the Finnish band. I could hire the Kuman band. And now I'm looking at my troops to see what I kind of have, to see what I might be lacking. Looks like the Peschening band has a little bit of cavalry, some light infantry, some mounted horse archers. Looks like I'm thinking of going that way. The Lombard band, no. Looks like they have quite a bit of heavy infantry. And then we've got the, I think these are just galleys, so I don't want that. The Bulgarian band has a lot of light. Not too many horse. Some archers. Kind of a typical army. Although it still leaves me quite a few men short, I think. Looks like, am I going to go with the Bulgarian band? I have. So the Bulgarian band is now here. Gonna make one big army. And what am I going to do? Please don't tell me that I attack them across that major river. Okay, good. So I'm going to try to go to the place that they sieged. And try to win that back, I guess. Kind of turn the tide, if you will. Except now I'm probably going to start losing a lot of money all the time. So I can now do a righteous imprisonment. A couple of weak claims I can press. Apparently, oh wow. Lots of factions. A bunch of people want to put someone else in the throne room. And one guy just wants to leave the realm completely. So this shouldn't take very long since there's hardly anyone there in the garrison. So it should take not very long, although I would have expected it to actually. There it goes, a little bit of red. A little bit of red. Pausing. I don't know why I'm pausing. I'm not doing anything. Still pause, still pause, still pause. There we go, we're back. Looks like the Finnish king is still has pretty much uncontested war going on up that way. Looks like this kinswoman of mine has arrived back in court because her husband died. She doesn't really like me all that much, so I guess I'm not going to worry about getting her married right now. Looks like I can't hire any holy orders because I don't have enough piety, although that could have been useful perhaps, especially against the Finns. I'm not sure that the holy orders would fight against the Orthodox, King of the Rus. Looks like that guy's doing a good job training troops, so maybe I'll have more troops soon. Looks like I've won a victory. It does not appear that it actually affects war score, though. So I do have more men than him, and they're probably costing me quite a bit, so I am now going to go after him. And smartly, I've decided not to attack over a major river, which seemed to be something I did a few times in the past that was very foolish. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a decisive victory. Looks like we were defeated, and looks like he's going to try to run away. Let's see. Looks like he's heading there. It's defeated, probably up north. Looks like we'll see what happens. Looks like the Grand Prince of Sevastopol has been inherited by this young chap here, Grand Prince Sevastopol III. Looks like I need a new marshal. Looks like Stanislav might be the best, except he's currently leading troops, so maybe we don't want to put him in charge. So I might go with Volodar, just to get someone in charge who's not out leading troops, or I could go with Nikita, who's a high chief. That would probably make a little more sense, make that guy possibly like me a little bit more. Who am I going to go with? Anybody? Anybody? Looks like I'm spending some time thinking about this. And gonna go with the best guy. So now I guess, oh yeah, that's right, he wasn't really leading my army anymore, because the guy that was in charge of the mercenaries army is going to be in charge, because he's a 23 marshal. I think that's a good decision to put him in charge, and it looks like the dang King of the Rus was able to escape. I need to, looks like I need to borrow some money. I'm out of money, so I'm going to borrow 300 gold from the Jewish merchants. So now we're in debt. Lots of debt. And the Finns are laying waste to the northern part of the realm. Looks like there I am. Now I'm sieging back this place that the King of the Rus sieged down. Looks like I've been able to fabricate a claim. I'm pretty sure that I do not want to lose all that gold. I think that would be bad. It'd be nice to have the claim, but it seems pretty expensive. 48 gold and 150 prestige, and then this guy hates me. Looks like I did decide to go for it, though. Seems like a bad decision. Looks like my regency is ended. That's good. I'm now of legal age, and I'm an elusive shadow. And so I'm trying to figure out where the King of the Rus went with all his men. So I don't see him anywhere. Looks like I can now pick an ambition and a character focus. Looks like I'm going to pick up character focus first. Can do seduction, intrigue, rulership, business, scholarship, city vassal opinion would go up, theology, family, and carousing. Looks like I have a couple of claims. I guess I probably already had those in the past, but never really paid attention to them. Because usually when I'm in a regency, it's not really a good time. Looks like I'm going to pick the family focus. And I'm still unmarried, so I should probably rectify that at some point, although it looks like I'm not going to worry about it yet. Looks like I'm also going to pick an ambition. I'm going to choose the ambition to get married. Well, that should be an easy one to take care of. Looks like I won that siege. Looks like there's the King of the Russ. Well, some of him. Looks like his army has shrunk for some reason. He's only got 6,000 men right now. Looks like I'm going to try to catch him. Because these mercenaries are making me go broke, so I need to dispose of him as quickly as possible. Looks like he's heading there. Looks like the Finns are still having no trouble in the north, of course, because I don't even have an army up there to try to defend with. So that's good. Looks like I can arrange a marriage for myself. I could marry this princess of Denmark. She looks pretty good. She's around the right age. Looks like I'm going to go for that. Looks like I've gotten married. We can collect royal aid to pay for the ceremonies. No, people respect wealth. Okay, that seemed like it was kind of out of order. Looks like I'm now married. And I can also call in King Benedict of Denmark into the war. Looks like he's thinking of, is he willing? He does like me quite a bit. He has like 6,000 troops. Could definitely be helpful. Let's call in the King of Denmark. And now I'd like to have a son so that I have a heir. Who's the son? Looks like I've got a lot of plots going on. Looks like this is Hurtler USA, and I think this might be a good time to sign off for the night. Seems like I'm taking a little break from the war.